Hi guys, hope you're doing well. I'm assuming you've seen my last video. It was about investments. If you haven't, you should go and see it. I want to say it's educational, and I believe it was. At the time that I was feeling, I think I still feel that way about it. You should go watch it. Honestly, you see what I mean by that. If you don't know about investments or savings, it's a great video to watch. Obviously, I don't know enough about it, so I didn't share too much about it. Again, my usual plugs are the Humble Penny, and I got another one, the Conversation of Money. Those are the two that I'm leaning towards right now. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it, okay? Support a girl, all right? One thing I want to talk to you about today, I always say I'm going to make it brief, but it probably won't happen. So yeah, let's just go straight into it. I'm at home, obviously, as you can see, and this is my usual setting. It's coronavirus season. We're still in it. Yeah, all I can do is encourage you guys. Be careful about the content you're consuming online. There's a lot of stuff being thrown at people, and if you're not careful, you just be stuck in a bubble where you're just overwhelmed by what's happening. Oh, I just realized my nails are matching this top. Yeah, you just be overwhelmed by don't worry about it. You just be overwhelmed by what's going on, but I don't want you to be overwhelmed. The Bible says do not fear, okay? Walk in faith. If you're a person of faith, be courageous and just go through the season happy and cheerful, all right? Ignore the door. My sister's just shutting the door. Yeah, I want to talk about something important that God has taught me through for a long time, and that topic is hardship and lack. I deliberately do not use poverty because I don't think my circumstances that I'm going to refer to were as dire as what poverty stands for, okay? But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it in one of my videos before that I've always sort of been working, and so I've always sort of had a bit of money, I should say, at the time, or maybe a lot more money I should say at the time. And I want to say maybe I just mismanaged my money, and so since I finished university, I come back home, obviously, as you would, and my life moved into different stages and seasons because of whether it was like spiritual, economic, or whatever. But basically I had a job, I had a few jobs, okay? And in between those jobs, I realized obviously my money management was poor. And some of it, I want to say, do you know what, let's be truthful, okay? Some of it was spiritual as well. I want to say that, because I don't think you can just like have money and then it can just disappear overnight, or like something will happen, like just a series of bad things just keep happening, and then for some reason you keep losing the money that you have worked so hard to get, okay? And it's something that God taught me through, or taught me and brought me to a place of understanding with regards to money and lack. And one thing that I really had to learn is prioritizing God even in the midst of what I would call chaos, okay? When I first started experiencing lack, I was so thrown off, yeah, because I'd never tasted like what at the time I called poverty, but now looking back on it, it was just like hardship, okay? Or just like lack. And now looking back on it, I've just learned so much about myself, my character, the attitude of contentment, learning to thrive even in the little, learning to, how the Bible is like, I believe Paul said it, he's like, I learned to be content in the little and in the much, I know how to abound in the base, okay? And literally I just feel like God took me on that journey. So now, when somebody tells me I don't have money, or I don't have this, I can't afford this, I genuinely empathize. But before, I did not have that, I want to say intelligence, okay, because that's the only word I can think of right now, to be able to empathize, or emotional, is it empathy or sympathetic? I wasn't sympathetic towards that, so I didn't have enough empathy towards that situation when somebody mentioned it before. And I literally had to learn what felt like the very hard way, understanding that people do go through these things at some point. I'd never experienced that before, so obviously when it happened, it was new to me. And now that I've had enough experiences of hardships, okay, I've had brief periods and interruptions with my money, and it's like there are times that I've literally had to calculate before I can spend, and that was something I never had to experience before. So I believe my character has been built in that time frame, and God is, you know, continually working on my character. But in that particular area, I believe I've developed an empathy. I've developed in respect towards other people and towards myself. I've developed respect for money as well. I've developed stewardship, not just with what I've got in my hand, it's what other people give to me as well, or what I'm gifted, or even the money I find on the floor, like I understand to use it properly. Do you know what I mean? So these are some of the things that I've come to learn. And if you haven't been through that situation, you don't have the, I suppose, emotional maturity to appreciate that this is possible for somebody. And when you see stuff on the news that, oh, these people are going through something, you really don't get it. And you may get it, but on a surface level. But until I tasted a bit of hardship and lack, that's when I knew that it's good to recognize what people are going through and empathize and understand that it's caused by something, and they're trying genuinely to get out of that situation. So I mean, I don't want to use some of these examples, but we see it on the news all the time, you know, people are going through hardships, especially, you know, like Africans and whatnot, and Syrians, and like you know, excuse me to use that those examples, but I'm from Africa and I hate those examples. I'm like, you know, it doesn't really resonate with me, because I've sort of lived a comfortable life my whole life, and now I'm gradually getting to a place where so I understand certain struggles. So if you're watching this video, you've never tasted, you know, that, not that I'm hoping that you'll experience that, or, you know, I'm telling you you're going to, I'm not predicting your future or anything, but when you see stuff like that on the TV, yeah, or even on YouTube adverts or whatever, just try and empathize. If you can pray for the person going through that, try and pray for them. If you can encourage somebody who's telling you, I'm struggling, or I can't afford this, or sometimes just be kind. Donate something. Sometimes you can be like, oh, let me pay for your dinner, let me pay, go to the supermarket, be kind, be generous. Like, offer people help, and when you don't have to. And even right now that we're in this coronavirus climate, you can be generous, you can be kind, you can offer to pay for somebody's groceries. Don't look at homeless people, don't just watch them suffer. When you see homeless people, offer them something. Be so kind, yeah. Like, you never know when you get into a situation where you need help from another person. Not that I'm praying that will be your portion, okay, but we have to be so conscious of our circumstances and always look to make another person's experience better as well, and always look at ways we can help other people and see how best we can support other people and show love and show appreciation. And even when we are experiencing lack ourselves, let's be content, let's be gracious, let's be in the spirit of gratitude, and let's be able to even thank God through what we're going through. Listen, there was a time, yeah, I don't want to talk about some things on here, like, you know, what they call struggle food, yeah. My sister and I, we tasted struggle food. That's like noodles, and like, you know, when you eat pasta and you're like, pasta. It was hard, like, and this one isn't even for a long time. It was just a few days, but because I'm so used to variety, I'm thinking, oh, right, this is wretched. Like, what is this? But sometimes God is wise, you know. God is so wise. Like, sometimes the only way He can communicate something to you is for Him to, I don't know, put your feet in those waters too. So like I said, my character has been built, empathy has grown. I believe I've matured in that area, and if there is more for me to mature through, I believe that God will bring it at the right time. But obviously you should bring it out nicely, you know, because I'm not trying to suffer no more. All right, but yeah, I just want to encourage you and just help you if you're going through something like this. Listen, be prayerful, be thankful, be in a spirit of gratitude, because God is still keeping you despite what's happening. And if you've come out of one of those situations, this video is a reminder to say thank you to God. If you're witnessing somebody, or if you just come across somebody who's in such a predicament, offer help. Just be grateful, be conscious of how you treat them. Talk to them nicely, approach them with kindness and just with great words to lift up their spirits, encourage them so they're strengthened through what they're going through. Okay, I don't want to get, you know, religious and deep over here, but I really hope that this video was helpful to you. Obviously you can hear my sister in the kitchen. Yeah, the dishes are already moving, so I need to cut the video short. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful to you as always, and I hope to see you in my next one as usual. Again, go watch my other videos, support your sister, leave a comment below. If there's something in this video that I said that you thought was encouraging to you, say thank you below. If there's something you did not understand, I'm happy to explain. Just message me, all right? Share this video with your friends if you've got any, and if you haven't got any, make some more and share this video with them. I hope it goes far, and it goes you know, far ahead to help some other people and to encourage some people. So yeah, as always, I'll see you in my next one. Be safe out there, guys. Be safe.